Okay.
Thank you very
much. I was talking about fixed tariff. Why people agitated the abolition of fixed tariff. Fixed tariff is still embedded in generation cost, because if an investor wants to invest in generation, you can't say because the system can't take it, he will not pay back his investment cost. So fixed charge actually takes care of the investment used, whether there is power on it or power is not. Somebody had invested.
So at the end of the day,
that has been taken off.
So who's taking care of that one now?
No, they have adjusted tariff to an extent where what you consume is what you pay.
Okay.
So the tariff we have today is consume and pay, not fixed tariff.
So why are these still using estimated billing for some people?
Now, well, I can talk about Ibadan, and I know it's the same issue with all. When we took over Ibadan, there were only 437,000 people metered out of 1.3 million. So as I'm talking today, we have a funding gap of almost 900,000. And the investment required is over 60 billion. Everybody is aware that today you can't go and solicit for money in any bank.
So you now decided that you will go to the 400-something thousand that are metered to give you the money that's supposed to be paid by 1.3 million.
No, that is not correct. What is happening today is that even NEC, which Shaibu can confirm, had a methodology for estimated billing. They came up with a template, and that is template that had to be used. Any other thing outside that template, we need to make adjustment anytime such a thing occurs. But the funding requirement of over 60 billion for metering alone, don't talk about the infrastructure. Oh, my transformer is burnt, this thing is burnt. In a deficit business, every month, IBEDC is indebted. Shortfall is more than 2.5 billion naira.
But you're collecting revenue or collecting tariffs from now 1.3 million people in Ibadan.
No.
I thought you said
I said we have consumers. They are about 1.3 million.
Yeah. Okay.
But not all are metered. Not all are. No. For now, we have increased our metering to about 700.
So some have free electricity. Is that what you're saying?
Some have electricity not because they were connected legally. There are a lot of illegal connections.
Okay. So
there are a lot of...
Are you collecting your monies, or you're just letting them go and then punishing those who have legally connected to you?
You know, a thief is only a thief when he's caught. Until a thief is caught, he's never a thief.
The question I asked is, are you going after them, or are you now taking the weight of your loss on those who are
we are going
legal?
After them. That is why right now we are doing what they call customer enumeration, which is the basis for which we can.
Okay.
So with that, we know who are outside the base and who are in the base.
Okay.
But one would have thought that with privatization there will be more computers used so that you can easily track those who are not connected legally, so that you can cut them off.
No, that technology is not there yet without enumeration.
Okay.
Okay. Let's come to you. The issue of metering. It says they've just been able to meter about 700,000 or thereabout. Those are manufactured meters locally here, because all the time we had that issue of importing meters, not importing meters, but now it looks as if it's more local than imported. Are you guys capable of ensuring that everybody's metered?
Well, thank you very much. The local meter manufacturers are capable. Prior to privatization, you know, they were the ones servicing the defunct PACN. So when they saw where the privatization was going, they re-strategized and they positioned themselves strategically, and they have their factories in Nigeria. The meters are there, but the challenge is that, without speaking for some of the discos, they have paucity of funds. They can't buy meters. As a result, Nigerians are not metered. As we speak, it's a function of demand and supply. The meters are there, and the local manufacturers are capable of supplying.
So how is it that the individuals are not allowed to buy meters directly from the local manufacturers?
Very good. As we speak, there is no law or legislation per se that says a consumer cannot buy meters directly. But
there is no law.
There is no law.
Okay.
I stand to be corrected.
He says there is.
There is no law.
is.
Okay.
Why I said that is that we have made emissary to the government that why don't you allow people liberalize the metering sector? People have the money to buy directly. Then you take it to each of the discos so that they key into their system. Then you have in other clients that is what is obtainable. Because some people, even when the CAPMI was on for 2-3 years, they paid, they were not metered.
And up to now they
are not being metered.
So
recently, a friend called me from Oshogbo that he had that issue. For 2 years, he paid. He wasn't metered. Well, I sent a number to him of somebody in Ibadan, top management. He got in touch with him and the man solved this challenge. What if he doesn't know me? Okay. A lot of Nigerians want meter, but they are not metered. And the discos are challenged. You understand? I think we need to bend backward to move forward and solve this.
It's like saying you have to go to the telephone providers or telecommunication providers to buy your phone, instead of going to buy your phone outside and bringing to them to give you a SIM. That's what we're saying now. Okay, let's bring in Dr. Arigu. Dr. Arigu, you're the commissioner in charge of consumer affairs, and this issue of metering or no metering. He said he's not sure, and he said he stands to be corrected. He's not sure there's a law that stops the consumer from going directly to the manufacturer to buy a meter, because some have been complaining that they've applied, they've sought for meters, and they cannot get. How do we solve this problem?
Thank you very much. I think what he said is not true. There is a law that says they shouldn't go directly to be buying those meters themselves. And they have to actually, if there is anything that actually to, work with the disco in order to get their meter installed. The meter issue is one of the hot topics in Nigeria today, as everyone is aware. One of the issues, there have been a lot of other blames here and there. The discos, they are blaming the consumer, the consumers are blaming the disco, and so on and so forth. Give an example. If you have a prepaid meter actually installed in your house, there are 3 major things that can actually be resolved. And these 3 things actually is beneficial to both the consumer and both the disco. Now the disco, actually, if they have a prepaid meter installed in the consumer's premises or wherever it is, it's just like we have a cell phone today. You go in and if you want to make a call, you buy your unit and then you upload it into your cell phone. And if you don't make a call or you don't text, that unit is actually there for you. So it is fair for the user. It is fair for the consumer in that sense. The same time, you have the consumer will be more disciplined in using the utility.